Gentlemen and female gentlemen, there I was one day, minding my own business, simply living life the way a normal man does. And then my editor messages me. Boom. Stevie Blunder says, watch. No excuses. I thought I had control over my own life, and then I realized that it is my editor's world, and I simply live in it. So here we are. We are doing a lore dive into the secret life of the Costco guys and the Rizzler, which is not a sentence I ever expected to say in my entire life. Apparently, Moist Critical just did a whole lore dive into the Costco guys. I don't know why they're everywhere now. Apparently, they were on Jimmy Fallon, and people are so mad at Jimmy Fallon for disrespecting the Costco guys. Here, look at this clip. This clip is amazing. All right, so here you have a clip of the Costco guys and the Rizzler on Jimmy Fallon. All right, get a look. Look at this.
5 big booms.
Okay.
Boom.
Okay. Yeah, boom. Yeah, 5 booms. Yeah, okay.
And he's like all frustrated. And he's like, all right, 5 booms. Shut the fuck up. 5 booms. Now, I have a conspiracy theory that even though Jimmy Fallon is known for fake laughing at all of his guests, he is mega upset that the Costco guys and the Rizzler are literally more famous than he is right now, pulling in literally more views than Jimmy Fallon. And as you can see, Jimmy Fallon is not having it. He is so frustrated with Costco guys and the Rizzler.
5 big booms.
Okay.
Boom.
Okay. Yeah, boom. Yeah, 5.
And then 5, yeah. All right, yeah. Dude doesn't want any of that shit. So anyway, that's been Jimmy Fallon. And you know Jimmy Fallon is upset because Jimmy Fallon's team is copyright striking tweets. They're copyright striking tweets about the Rizzler. Again, this feels like fucking insane world, all right? So we're gonna watch Whang's video. We're gonna watch Whang cover the lore of the Costco guys and the Rizzler because I have to get to the bottom of this fucking rabbit hole, okay? Jimmy Fallon losing his shit. I have to know if all this hate is actually justified. They are getting love. They've been getting hate. The copyright abuse has been happening. It's been fun. So let's see what this is all about.
How do these people make you feel? Do you regard them with admiration, indifference?
Wait a second. Are these the people that... Wait, hold a second. Didn't MeatCanyon make a... Wait a second. MeatCanyon Costco guys. Did he make a video about the Costco guys? Oh my god! MeatCanyon did make a video on Costco guys! All right. Well, I'll get the reference after. All right. First we do the lore dive, and then we do the MeatCanyon video.
How do these people make you feel? Do you regard them with admiration?
I have no idea what the fuck I'm walking into. I feel like this is like a whole ass nest of intrigue. Holy shit.
Indifference? Disgust? The answer might tell you something about your relationship with the internet. The internet's a much smaller place than it used to be. The majority of users these days are just refreshing the same handful of apps day in and day out. But even though people tend to have a presence on all of them, everyone's mostly got their favorite. Their home base. The one that they spend most of their time in.
Interestingly, so from what I've seen about the Costco guys, some people love them, some people hate them with a passion. And today we're going to be doing a deep dive into seeing what this is all about. It seems like Whang is actually going to get into this.
Ends up shaping their entire perception of internet culture. At the same time, you have content gradually filtering out from each of these bubbles and going into the others, often plopped in with no context whatsoever.
The balls harden.
Leaving
Balls.
the natives of one app to contend with a message from another universe, like the apes finding the monolith in 2001: A Space Odyssey. And I think Twitter's recent discovery of TikTok's Costco guys is one of the greatest examples of this phenomenon. Oh, and as it turns out,
Oh, is it because TikTok people love Costco guys and Twitter people hate Costco guys? Yo! The lore is getting crazy. I sucked the tip of it, slobbering on his balls.
the dad also has a really interesting, unexpected backstory. So for today's video, let's take a look at AJ and Big Justice. Oh, and of course,
AJ, Big Justice, and the Rizzler. What the fuck is reality? Holy shit, I love reality. Subscribe if you like chaos, because that's what we do here. We dive into rabbit holes that you didn't know existed. But I'll put a smile on your goddamn face.
the Rizzler.
The Rizzler.
I don't really spend a lot of time on TikTok. I post videos on there,
Me neither. In fact, I spend like no time on TikTok. At all.
but I just don't really scroll through my
Only time I look at a TikTok every once in a while is when people try to cancel me and my editor's like, yo, Nux, they're canceling you on TikTok again. I get most of my news from my editor at this point. Like, you don't understand. I get my news from 2 places. My editor sending me TikToks of people canceling me, and Asmongold Clips channel, which is somehow everywhere. His newest one is like, yo, Nux, they're canceling you on TikTok again.
A video by Jenny Animation. I got a cat. Don't you mean we? You mean we, right?
This one's a banger.
We got a cat, right, Jaden?
Yeah, that's a good. All right, if you get that reference, you're a real one. Anyway, moving on. They're still canceling me over this.
Timeline like I used to. Most of what I see on TikTok is the stuff that winds up on Twitter or Instagram. And one of the vectors through which a lot of TikTok stuff spreads on Twitter is this guy named Mittens. He's got a bit of variety here. He reposts a lot of e-girl thirst traps. He's got a lot of those sorts of videos where it's just like some redneck with 10 subscribers rambling about nothing. He also tends to find a lot of things before they really blow up, like Sage Shadowblade back in 2020. He's also had quite a few controversies with
the fuck is Shadowblade? Holy shit, there are so many goddamn rabbit holes on the internet.
Things cringe, just generally being negative about stuff that other people found wholesome. And he was about to have another. On March 17th of 2021, Mittens posts, "This kid is going to grow up and resent his father for this." And attached was this video.
We're Costco guys. Of course we go shopping while eating a chicken bake.
We're Costco guys. Of course we go shopping while eating a chicken bake.
Okay, all right. This MeatCanyon video is gonna fuck me up, isn't it? Holy shit.
We're Costco guys. Of course we had to try the new double chunk chocolate cookie.
We're Costco guys. Of course we have to try out the furniture.
We're Costco guys. Of course we work out with the tires.
This tweet now
is it just a father and a son trying Costco shit? This is like the least controversial thing on the planet. It's just a dad and his son having fun together. Like, this is the least controversial thing of all time.
Sits at 31.5 million views and was a lot of people's first exposure to the Costco guys. Particularly people like me who don't spend a lot of time on TikTok. By and large, people seem to disagree with Mittens' assessment. A lot of commenters said they wish they had this kind of relationship with their dad. This is how—
Dude, why did he say this kid's gonna grow up and resent his father? They were just literally hanging out in a Costco. Is there more to this lore?
Agree with Mittens' assessment. A lot of commenters said they wish they had this kind of relationship with their dad. This is how normal people act when they haven't had their brains warped by years of internet irony.
This is what happens when people aren't living Twitter.
Some had fond memories of family members who were also Costco guys. Others got fixated on how remarkably Italian they look and their beautiful eyelashes. Of course, not—
Okay, stop simping for these people, please.
Everyone was so positive about it. Throughout the years, there's been so many controversies with family vloggers and such that when people see a child in content, particularly stuff that's well polished and professional looking, they worry that the child is being exploited.
That's valid for sure. There is a lot of family vlog disgusting shit that goes on. But that doesn't mean every time a dad and a son post a video together, it is exploitative. Like, you have to be living in like this insane level of internet brain rot to think that every time a dad and a son hang out and film it, it's exploitative. That is ridiculous. Now, it does happen a lot, like when every morsel of a child's life is online, it's normally pretty telling that the parents are milking him for money. But when it's just a dad and his son hanging out in Costco once a week or whatever, like, get out of here.
Exploited for views. That their parents have them working in some kind of content sweatshop. Which, while that absolutely does happen, I don't think that's what's happening here for reasons I'll explain later. Some people, while not feeling any particular type of way about the father and son themselves, saw this and lamented American society's worship of consumerism. That this was brain-dead content for morons. And some also—
So don't watch it. We hate consumerism. Dude, everything on TikTok is consumerism. Every video that is filmed and put on TikTok is done for people to consume it. Oh, but this one I hate because it's glorifying buying things in a store. You mean like everyone does?
Suspected that this was guerrilla marketing for Costco, which—
All right, I doubt that also. I know Costco doesn't do guerrilla marketing, right? Isn't that like Costco's whole thing, that we're cheap and we're so good, people are gonna promote it themselves, like through word of mouth and stuff? I don't know if that's guerrilla marketing.
Whenever you see content where a person is raving about a specific brand or service, it's definitely a valid question to ask. You know, it's illegal to not disclose sponsorships, but it happens anyway.
Yeah.
That being said, I don't think that's what's happening here. For starters, they've done brand deals in which they did the proper disclosures. And Costco, which I don't think would risk running afoul of the FTC, really is a store
to film two random TikTokers? You think Costco is guerrilla marketing because of two random TikTokers that happen to get famous because they're just fun to watch hang out together? Get out of here.
That has people like this who are just super into the brand. Costco has a better reputation than probably any other billion-dollar corporation in the world. The internet is just filled with data and anecdotes showing their good treatment of employees, with higher wages, more benefits, and upward mobility within the company than their competitors. It's not that there are these altruistic philanthropists.
Dude, I'm never gonna see a corporation and be like, wow, altruistic philanthropists.
When stockholders were critical of this approach, their founder James Sinegal said that he wants to build a company that'll still be there 50 years from now. And also, he once jokingly threatened to kill the current CEO if he raised the price of the hot dog.
He jokingly threatened the life of the CEO.
One of America's greatest deals at $1.50.
Oh my god, $1.50 for a hot dog? We're truly living in the golden age.
The hot dog, of course, has become a meme in and of itself.
I ate nothing but Costco hot dog meals for 1 week. Damn.
But beyond the company's reputation, some people generally just enjoy the experience of shopping there. Some people find it fun or relaxing to just go to Costco and look at stuff. I've never personally done it with Costco, but I've definitely had a lot of days on tour where we just killed time by walking around Walmart or wherever. So I get it. But I think what was lost to a lot of people who saw this first on Twitter
is the fact that Costco did not, in fact, sell baby oil to Diddy in bulk like his lawyer likes making believe.
Myself included, was that this was part of a trend that was going around on TikTok at the time. We're X, so of course we're Y.
Of course we're Mexican. We use the oven as
Oh, I hate TikTok brain dead content.
storage. You need a pet?
Basically, you identify as part of a group and then say things you do because of that. Think like Jeff Foxworthy's You Might Be a Redneck format.
If you refer to the 5th grade as my senior year, you might be a redneck.
So you have people using this trend to kind of make jokes about or give insight to their job, their race, their location.
Alright, it's cute. Everything on the world that could become a trend does become a trend. You know why Jews have big noses? Because air is free. Of course we have big noses. Air is free.
I'm a YouTuber. Of course I have colored light bulbs in my room. I'm a guy in his 30s who watches horror movies. Of course I got wet specimens and that
What the fuck is that? Holy did he just pull up, like, what the?
bust of the lady with the veil on her face. So they participated in this TikTok trend and it winds up blowing up everywhere. Aside from all the people resharing it on other social media,
46 million views were Costco guys.
it's sitting at 46 million views on TikTok.
No wonder Jimmy Fallon has his balls all pressed that these guys are popular.
And now with it blowing up everywhere, people are making fan art, memes, using their audio, doing parodies. Now, this is who they are. They've entered the cultural zeitgeist as the Costco guys.
But also, it's funny because unlike everyone else in this trend that's just doing generic things like, of course we're Mexican, we do this, of course we're American, of course we're rednecks, of course we're Jewish, we have circumcisions. All right, well, anyway, but it's just a nice generic thing. And they took it to another level. They made their identity Costco guys. Like, that is a twist on the popular meme format. And I guess people just liked it because it was just a dad and a son hanging out. Like, you know, in a generic, healthy relationship, that's what it should look like. Believe it or not, dads and sons hanging out is, in fact, awesome. And every single family should have this.
But they didn't.
No offense if you don't have a dad or whatever, but this is the dream. Father and son activities are peak, bro.
Start out that way. AJ Bufumo makes his TikTok debut in April of 2020.
Evil banker telling you need a 720 credit score.
Portraying an evil banker who wants to keep you from getting a loan because of your low credit score. But his company, Mortgage Muscles, can get you approved. His first several TikToks promote the company Mortgage Muscles. In these TikToks, he's explaining the various ways his company can help people from different walks of life in various financial situations. It's unclear what eventually became of this business or his relationship to it, but towards the end of that year, he shifts the focus of his account. He starts experimenting with all different kinds of content. He's talking about sports. He's making motivational stuff. He's giving advice. He's commenting on the news. And
I don't know, he's just doing things. I don't know. This isn't like some shady past.
this is all clearly not just some guy rambling. Everything is very polished and professional looking. He's clearly trying to make something of
Yeah,
it.
he obviously wants these videos to take off.
Which honestly, that's actually the advice I give people when they ask me about starting a channel, that they should just experiment with different types of content until they find something that works. And he starts to find the momentum he's looking for with food content. In December, he gets the double stack burger from Charm City in Deerfield Beach, Florida. Doesn't do crazy numbers, but it's the most popular video he's had in a while. So he starts making more food videos, and they're consistently outperforming.
Oh my fucking, he ate that whole ass cow. He just literally ate a cow. Like, did you see that? He consumed that shit. That's not eating, that's consuming.
Everything else. Eventually, his son starts appearing in the food videos. His first appearance is when they return to Charm City for another double stack. And this is why I said I don't think he's making the kid do the videos, because based purely on the vibes, I get the impression that it was the son who asked to be in the video. Which, I mean, which kid wouldn't when their dad is suddenly getting thousands of views on TikTok? And the one his son appears in does even better numbers than the ones before it.
I think people just like seeing something wholesome every once in a while. I know! Cringe, Nux, you're supposed to be the chaos guy! You shouldn't be showing me wholesome things! Nah, the chaos are the people that see this and think there's something wrong with it. Now, unless there's actually an allegation that comes out at some point about some kind of abuse situation, sure. But this is just wholesome. This is just a father and a son doing exactly what TikTok is made for. This is the dream. Just a dude hanging out with his dad.
Now the kid, Big Justice, is appearing all the time, as well as other family members and some friends, as well as staff from the local businesses they visit. After a 1 million view video where they get pizza from Sally Slices, they're pretty regularly having videos that do tens or hundreds of thousands of views. And the content starts to get more personal. They're going to the gym together, they're playing games together. They try a bunch of different formats and have success with some of them, like giving guests a budget to buy whatever they want at various stores, asking viewers to guess if their grocery haul will be over or under certain price points. And eventually, of course, the famous Boom or Doom series.
The famous Boom or Doom series. Like, this is insane.
Where they review stuff and pit items against each other. They visited Costco a few times too, but not all of their content was about Costco like some people assume. And actually, the week before the Costco...
Dude, it's literally just the rarity of a dad hanging out with his children and people are going insane on the internet. People are calling this exploitative because it's a dad hanging out with their kids. Welcome to Internet Brain Rot, ladies and gentlemen.
Guy's video. They had actually done a different video in the same format talking about being father and son. That one did pretty well too, but it was on the 1st of March 2024 that the Costco Guys video gets posted and then they're off to the moon. From that point, they're doing big numbers all the time on TikTok, with a video here or there breaking containment and popping off on the other apps again. Like the double chunk chocolate chip video.
It's a double chunk chocolate cookie.
But really what sends
it's a double chunk chocolate cookie
them off to an even higher level is the side characters.
Rizzler, where did you come from?
The Rizzler, bro! He's here!
You know, introducing new characters.
Oh my god! It's like they're making their own little random, cringe, wholesome universe.
Characters late into a series is always a risky proposition. You don't want a Scrappy-Doo situation on your hands. And while friends and family joining the core team of AJ and Big Justice have always been a part of the show, newcomers are now becoming fascinated with what's being called the Costco Guys Expanded Universe.
Oh my god, it really is a lore dive! It's not a lore dive without an expanded universe.
In particular, on the 6th of June in 2024, AJ and Big Justice went to Toys R Us, which I didn't know still existed. At Toys R Us, they have a Boom or Doom tournament, where
this is just random. This is just a family having fun. Oh my god.
Toys are
people will do anything to fucking hate on people. It's insane.
pitted against each other until one toy reigns supreme. And in this video, they're joined by this little fella named Christian that people just instantly become enthralled with.
The Rizzler.
Boom or Doom?
I'm gonna give the Optimus Prime a doom and the Nerf gun a boom.
He's just got this quiet, understated charisma, the contrary.
The Rizzler, bro! God! The Rizzler just stands up and an entire room sits down. Bow before your Rizzler.
So well with the loud, boisterous Costco guys.
Like these guys are yelling and he's just calm and collected. The way he absolutely controls the room. The bad boy edge.
And he hits a gritty, which Murdoch then turns into a green screen. My favorite use of that
He hits a gritty!
green screen was a 9/11 meme that I definitely can't put in this video.
Okay, dude, Whang, too much.
Yeah. You also see him get compared to Hasbullah. I saw one guy call him the Guido Hasbullah, which he does appear wise beyond his years, but I think this one's actually a child. But things go absolutely nuclear when the Costco guys put out another video, now playing off the popular double chunk chocolate chip video. This time, they got a triple chunk chocolate chip.
Oh my
They're all
god.
rated on the boom meter. They get some guests, including Cousin Angelo. But what really popped the audience was the return of Christian.
The Rizzler returns! Look at him eating with 2 hands. What a fucking legend.
But now he's not just Christian.
No, he's the Rizzler.
a whole new gimmick.
It's time for the Rizzler.
And he's got a new
It's time. Oh my, is he mewing? Is he mewing? Oh my god, dude, this is such a fucking brain rot situation. Like, this is obviously a kid who grew up on TikTok. Bro, he's sucking in his cheeks and he's doing the eyebrow raise.
trademark pose. You know, people talk about a thing called aura. They say Roman Reigns has aura, The Undertaker has aura, the Rizzler has aura.
The Rizzler really has aura. Oh my god, the way the Rizzler just commands the room. God, this man would beat Thanos in a one-on-one fight. This guy is literally makes JoJo characters look like losers, okay? The Rizzler is undefeated.
He's just ridiculously over with the fans. Now the Rizzler's all anyone can talk about. There's even more memes and fan art specifically of the Rizzler now. I love these ones by
What is this? Is this Palpatine and Anakin? Is just the Big Justice and the Rizzler? Oh my god.
Slug Knight. And people are raising comparisons about how Family Matters was never supposed to be about.
Dude, if the Rizzler was in Warhammer 40k, he'd be the Emperor. Dude, they're just including new parts. They're just uncovering new parts of this universe. It's like actually discovering new Primarchs. As they search through the planets, it's me, Big Justice. It's me, the Rizzler. And they expand the universe. to truly create the perfect imperium of man.
About Urkel, but then everyone loved Urkel so much it just became the Urkel show. And judging by the way he does this Rizzler pose in every subsequent appearance, you can tell that he knows
He does it every time! Oh, he's so self-aware.
this gimmick was a hit. As it turns out though, although most people seem to assume that the Rizzler was just some random cousin they brought in, turns out he's actually a pro. Christian Joseph, now going by It's the Rizzler, had been making TikToks with his parents since 2020, and seemed to actually have his own dedicated following since well before the collabs with AJ and Big Justice. Scrolling back, he had tons of really popular videos the past couple years, including one with a few million views where he tries Popeyes for the first time. You know what?
Dude, this man is actually just, okay. Can we just, I just hope that they actually put this kid on a diet. Like, I know that this is gonna sound cringe after gassing up the Rizzler as much as he does, and yes, he makes me fall to my absolute knees by the fucking spiritual pressure he emits every time he mews at the camera. But I do have to say, like, he is very, very overweight for his age, and I hope they're taking care of this guy.
At this point, we don't have the boom meter yet, so he rates it. At the time of me making this video, it looks like he actually just recently opened a Cameo a couple days ago, so you can now get your very own message from the Rizzler. Honestly, the main thing that made me want to make this video, because you guys know I don't really cover TikTok memes on the channel, was the father's lesser known other career. In the replies to a tweet I made about the Rizzler, I noticed a few mentions of AJ being an indie wrestler. In particular, this comment got my attention. Knowing that the dad was originally an indie wrestler makes the whole Costco guys verse make so much more sense. Yes, going from pro wrestler to introducing the Rizzler to the world tracks completely.
This is actually like a WWE world. He's creating an actual wrestler universe.
With me. Then, Not That Tom Green, who runs WCW Deep Cuts and posts a lot of interesting wrestling content, said this. Today I learned that the dad used to wrestle as the American power child Eric Justice, which sounds like a Japanese parody of an American wrestler.
It really does. Oh my god.
So I look him up and there he is.
From the ring to the screen, bro.
American power child Eric Justice.
There he is.
So apparently Big Justice takes his name from his dad's wrestling gimmick. Hope he doesn't turn out like
that is so wholesome.
Dominic Mysterio. In fact, there were even some people who knew him from wrestling and had no idea about the Costco guys stuff. Like in this tweet from bad boy Joey Janela, who some of you might know from his feud with Ricky Berwick. Eric Power Child Justice. I starred in the promotion that he wrestled in, MUS in New Jersey. He used to put his 8x10 on every chair before the fans came in. I think he lives by me. This is the first time hearing about the Costco deal, haha. An 8x10 on every chair. This dude really has always been about the grind. Damn. Although AJ hasn't really spoken much about wrestling on the TikTok, he also hasn't kept it a secret. There's been a few times where he spoke about it on live streams.
Dude, he just has him in the background getting a haircut. He's live streaming AJ and Big Justice.
I was an independent professional wrestler, and you can actually see some clips of one of my matches on our page.
He just like seems like a generic good dad that just ended up going viral.
And I was the American power child Eric Justice.
And it actually did get some coverage after the first viral Costco guys video by a TikToker named All Hail Cullen. Although TikTok removed his audio for some reason, so now the content's ruined. He even does have a few old wrestling clips on the account, but obviously most people watching this kind of family content don't really care about sweaty guys in VFW halls. But people like you and me, we do care about sweaty guys in VFW halls.
Yeah, but for a totally different reason.
Early on in that period where he was experimenting with a lot of different types of content, he shouts—
This is, again, the lore dive I was not expecting. I see him getting dude, I'm just realizing, oh my god. Jimmy Fallon disrespected the Rizzler. Wow. 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 I can't believe it.
Shouts out one of his closest friends, Supernova, who you'll know from his time in the Blue World Order or as Simon Dean. At that time, Supernova was preparing for his retirement match. And in fact, the year prior, Supernova had participated in AJ's retirement match. The event, Standalone Wrestling's Big Bang, took place on October 9th of 2011, and it's fully documented by the Indie Wrestling Experience. In fact, their coverage is so complete that it includes the prices of snacks.
Damn.
So indie wrestling shows like this will often have a self-contained storyline that spans the course of the entire show. In this one, the power child Eric Justice factors into a story that blends the lines between reality and fiction. During a special appearance by World's Strongest Man Mark Henry—
Crazy, he literally used his standalone wrestling experience to create an extended universe with AJ, Big Justice, and the Rizzler. Is this not the coolest fucking timeline? See, this is exactly what people should be doing with content.
He's interrupted by a faction called the Corluzzo Collection Agency, led by Mark Corluzzo, and he demands a debt that's owed to him by ECW. With the Blue World Order in attendance, it's on them to pay this debt. Mark's father, Dennis Corluzzo, of course, was the president of the NWA during the time that Shane Douglas famously threw down the NWA championship.
We need to get the Rizzler on the Talk to a podcast ASAP. For real, for real.
Declaring himself the heavyweight champion. It was a moment that would change wrestling forever and leave Dennis Corluzzo disgraced and holding the bag. So Corluzzo's representatives are about to attack Mark Henry when the BWO and Eric Justice make the save, setting up the main event.
Like, he's really talking about real life things right now.
For the night. Eric Justice and the Blue World Order would win with a little help from Mark Henry, after the Corluzzo Collection Agency's attempts to cheat backfire. Indie Wrestling Experience's reporter called it a top-notch wrestling event. A veritable 5 out of 5 on the boom meter. I don't think this is where—
Boom! 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 It's less cool when I do it. It's much cooler when the Rizzler does it.
anyone expected the Costco guys story to wind up, but I'm so glad it did. As of now, the momentum of the Costco guys continues to grow, and it'll be interesting to see where they wind up as they experiment with different types of content. Like this meatball recipe AJ.
And now they were on Jimmy Fallon. Just a random dude testing Costco products with his son ended up on Jimmy Fallon. How cool is that?
Put on their YouTube channel, which, I mean, if there's any—
And people are hating on— honestly, it's jealousy. I take it back. I believe that the people that are hating on them are jealous. They're jealous they were never able to spend time with their dad like this. That is why they are getting hate. All right, that's the Nux analysis. All right, and I really believe that is the truth. I see absolutely no reason to hate on these people unless you yourself are jealous that they are successful doing something in their family that you were missing in yours. No offense. But sorry to be real like that, but I don't see any other explanation right now.
Anybody on TikTok that looks like they know how to make a good meatball, it's that guy. And honestly, it's kind of fascinating to watch these kids grow up as time goes on. You know, people always talk about how fast kids grow up, but I don't have kids. There's no kids in my family. I don't really watch family content. So it's a little mind-blowing when you see videos that are like 1 month apart from each other, and all of a sudden the kid has a completely different voice and looks like a foot taller.
Are you disrespecting the Rizzler?
And although some people are completely—
He controls time and space, bro. Sit down before the Rizzler's domain expansion.
morally opposed to having kids in content whatsoever, to me it seems like these kids are making memories that they'll cherish forever. But anyway, that's a story of the—
If I ever say something like, I think kids should not be allowed to make content, which just sounds like something I would say, to be honest. I believe that to some extent. I obviously say that because there are people that are going to abuse it, so it's kind of like a protection, a safety net for people that actually do abuse that shit. That is what I would mean if I were to say something like that. But ultimately, when people do it like this, it's so wholesome and nice, you know? Domain expansion, $1.50 hot dog bun.
The Costco guys. Let me know if you give them a boom or a doom.
I give them a boom, 100%.
If you like this video, turn on notifications and check out my video about—
Definitely check out Whang. He covers a lot of interesting, wild spots on the internet. But now we have to see the MeatCanyon Costco guys video. All right, we got to do the MeatCanyon to finish up this deep dive, this lore dive over here. I imagine this is not going to be wholesome just because I know MeatCanyon. But yeah, all right, the rabbit hole keeps going, baby.
We're Costco guys. Of course we go shopping while eating a chicken bake.
Okay.
We're Costco guys. Of course we have to try the new double chunk chocolate cookie.
Yeah, it's not a Nux stream if there's no chaos. I was about to have a wholesome video. And then I decided to do this. Listen, you subscribed for chaos, and I will give you chaos. Breakfast, lunch, and supper.
That was great, Dad. I love Costco. I'm gonna try and work here when I'm older. Get an even better discount.
You know we live for the discount, son.
Alright. Uh-oh.
I gotta show you something new Costco has. It's way in the back.
Oh, God.
Sure.
No.
You'll find out, son.
If this becomes some child trafficking shit, I am out. All right, I am not. I don't know. I'm not equipped. No, at least the Rizzler's not in this one.
Oh wow, I've never been back here before.
It literally. Oh my God, dude! It's literally human trafficking. I have to stop. I have to stop doing this. Like, I'll never survive the pre-watch allegations, ever. Never.
Alright, so you're giving away one child. Yeah, one kid. That upgrades your membership card for another 10% on cash rebates.
Dude, it's just the big corporations. The massive corporations, they always win.
Here you go. Oh, yeah. That's a boo, baby.
No,
There it is. Oh, he's a big boy.
Stop squat. Come here. This is not a joke.
Hold on. No.
See, this is the average family channel.
Lift with your legs.
What is this? Daddy! Daddy!
Set it down.
That's a boom, baby. What the fuck is happening? MeatCanyon, they're literally the only wholesome people left on the internet. Maybe the Rizzler saves him. The Rizzler, come on, Rizzler.
Now move this pallet over here.
Dad, help me! Oh, God, Dad!
Go more in the back. Oh, yeah, you're good to go. Close it.
Bro, it's actually human trafficking. I was just joking. I was kidding. They're like literally, oh my God.
Veo algunos hombres. Creo que nos están apuntando. Quizás nosotros somos los siguientes. No dejaré que te lleven, te lo prometo. I don't speak Spanish. I don't know what you're saying. Everything will be okay. Aléjate, aléjate, no te acerques. No, no,
Dude, what the frick? We're Costco guys. Guys sold by Costco.
Don't close it! Don't close it!
No, he lost weight. No, no, the Rizzler has to save him. Oh, this is like your new Mr. Beast video. We're Costco. We sold 100 children to Costco.
Damn it, Mikey.
Hey! Help me! Help! Help! Hey! No!
Dude, bro. Dude, this is kind of fucked up. Like, that kid, you know that the Costco guy, the kid, actually watched this video. What the fuck was going through his head when he watched this video? Holy shit. Like, he did not sleep. He saw this video and did not sleep that night. Oh my God.
Menurutku ini dia. Oh Tuhan, lihatlah dia. Babi kecil ini terlihat seperti sudah mati.
Dia akan baik-baik saja. Kita akan melatihnya dengan baik.
No, what do they do? They make chocolate for Mr. Beast. He literally sold him into slave labor to make chocolate. These are Kirkland, they're cocoa beans or whatever. This is insanely fucked up. Like, yes, it's a brilliant insight into how horrible human trafficking is, but like, oh my God, they took a real kid as your example for this. Holy shit.
Jangan malas-malasan. Balik kerja, dasar malas. Sini kacangnya.
Let me call my wife, please. I have to use the restroom.
Sekarang cepat. Kita harus penuhi kuota.
Bro. That's cocoa fruit. They're actually just, like, this is the slave chocolate industry that makes Feastables right now.
Hei Ahmad, kamu harus kesini. Ini sangat lucu. Lihat seberapa besar kue ini. Oh, kuenya besar banget.
No! The Rizzler! No! The Rizzler's next! No, that's why he included the Rizzler into the freaking videos. He's gonna replace him with the Rizzler. No, not the Rizzler. Anything but the Rizzler. Oh my God, it's my new triple fudge chocolate cookie. Guess where the chocolate's made from? Oh my God.
This is a boom! Isn't that right?
Lihat, dimakan tuh sama dia. Ya ampun, ada apa dengan yang kecil itu? Lucu banget ini orang. Terlihat seperti itu.
That was it. That's how it ends. This is the most horrifying MeatCanyon video net. No supernatural stuff. No monsters, just human trafficking. At Costco, as a Costco employee, this is not true. It's a 15% discount per child. Oh my God, dude. That's insane, bro. Holy crap. Dad, well, that's why this is like one of the, again, MeatCanyon is like an actual masterpiece at like the horror animation thing. But he fucking killed it with this one. Oh my lord. What do you mean no monsters? Capitalism is the monster. That is so fucked up. Like, I just wonder what the kid's reaction is when he first saw this. He probably turned around and looked at his dad real funny. But anyway, so this has been the lore of the Costco guys. The moral story here is that how dare Jimmy Fallon disrespect the Rizzler? I will not stand for this. Look up body language expert reacts to the Rizzler. No, that's not a real thing, right? Body language Rizzler. Oh my fucking god, it's a real thing, guys. I can't believe it. I can't believe it's real. Dude, this looks like such fucking, this looks like fiction. This looks like fiction. I'm sorry, bro. It looks fake. It looks fake. It's the beta males with the curved posture and the alpha Chad Rizzler. Oh my god, body language analysis, the Rizzler. Anyway, this has been a lore dive, the likes of which I didn't expect that we would ever do. You could thank my editor for this one because he literally hit me with the watch no excuses, okay? So definitely subscribe and stay weird, fam, I guess. But we will continue lore diving into some of the wildest lore drops of all time. So thanks for being here, and subscribe for some chaos. Why did I have to fucking go down the MeatCanyon rabbit hole at the end? I was so close to like an actual wholesome video. Anyway, bye. Like, subscribe, and this video was streamed live on kick.com/Nuxanor. See you there. Stay weird, fam.